Okay, so in our previous lesson, what did we do? We've done all the introduction of the haloalkanes and haloarenes. We did the classification, then we did the nomenclature, और फिर हमने last topic किया था isomerism. Now the next topic which we are going to discuss over here today, that is methods of preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes. First of all, we will do the methods of preparation of haloalkanes, right? जब haloalkanes की हम methods of preparation करते हैं, they are going to be various substitution reactions which we are going to come across when we are doing the methods of preparation. So let's do it. First of all, we will do it from alcohols. Alcohols are those derivatives of hydrocarbons in which the hydrogen that has been replaced by OH group. Okay? So alcohols में हम लोग जब करेंगे, the first method that is by action of halogen acids. Halogen acids that can be represented by HX over here. So if we're doing a general reaction, we have ROH plus HX to give us RX plus H2O. So from here the water molecule that is going to be eliminated. Right? Now over here we see that we have three different kinds of alcohols which may be present. It may be 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. Right? So we are going to do for all of them separately. We are going to take the primary alcohols first. When we are taking the primary alcohols of the kind CH3, CH2OH and we are reacting with it with HCl in presence of ZnCl2. Now HCl in presence of ZnCl2, this is known as the Lucas reagent. ठीक है? HCl in presence of ZnCl2, that is known as Lucas reagent, and we are going to get CH3, CH2, Cl plus water. Okay, now this process of converting the primary alcohols into haloalkanes, this method is known as Groves process. Okay, now if we are taking a secondary alcohol that is going to be this, right? Again HCl, we are taking over here anhydrous ZnCl2 and this is going to give us CH3, CH3H and Cl. So we are getting a secondary haloalkane over here. What is the purpose of zinc chloride which we are taking? Now in this case, the zinc chloride that helps to break the bond between the carbon and oxygen. Okay? So that is going to be this thing. It helps in breaking the bond between carbon and oxygen, as a result of which the cleavage can take place from here and the halogen that can easily attack. It is seen that when we are talking of tertiary alcohols, the tertiary alcohols, they are going to react with HCl without the presence of zinc chloride and at room temperature. So this very clearly indicates that the tertiary alcohols, they are going to be highly reactive. So if you're comparing these three reactions again, the first one, in this case, we need to heat the reaction mixture. Basically, this is going to be the least reactive and tertiary that is going to be the most reactive. So order of reactivity, if we are looking over here, that is 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree. Right? Now if we need to prepare bromoalkanes, how do we prepare bromoalkanes. Bromoalkanes, they are prepared by reacting it with HBr in presence of concentrated H2SO4 and heating the reaction mixture. So we have over here CH3, CH2, OH plus HBr in presence of concentrated H2SO4, and we are heating the mixture when we will get CH3, CH2, Br plus water. This is how we will prepare the bromoalkanes. Okay? And finally, how will we prepare the iodoalkanes? Iodoalkanes, they can be prepared by reacting it with HI and just simply refluxing. We do not need any reagent in this case, right? So जब हम इसको reflux कर रहे हैं, so we are going to get CH3, CH2I plus water. So when you're looking at the reactivity of halogen acids over here, in the first category when we were doing the halogens, preparation of chloro, so it was seen that we were using a reagent. In case of bromo also we are using a reagent. But in case of iodoalkanes, there are no reagent which is going to be used. So therefore, the order of reactivity of halogen acids, that is going to be HI, HBr and HCl. What is the reason behind this is that in this case, when we are talking of iodine over here, so iodine has a larger size. Because of larger size, the bond length of HI is going to be large, bond dissociation energy is going to be less, and hence this can be easily cleaved. The bond can be easily broken. Okay. HF does not react at all. You can see we've done none of the reactions with HF over here. Okay. So यहाँ पे this is going to be important. Order of reactivity of alcohols is 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree, and order of reactivity of halogen acids, that is going to be HI, HBr and HCl. Okay? Then second, from alcohols we are going to do by the action of phosphorus halides. The second reaction we have, that is by the action of phosphorus halides. There are two types of phosphorus halides which we are going to use over here. One is PCl5 and the other one that is going to be PCl3. So let's do the reaction of alcohols with PCl5. In this case, we will get CH3, CH2Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Okay, again यहाँ पे भी because it is a nucleophilic substitution reaction over here, the order of reactivity will be same. 3 degree alcohol सबसे easily react करता है, then 2 degree and then that is going to be 1 degree. A similar reaction can also take place by reacting it with PCl3. Okay, so PCl3 के साथ जब हम react कर रहे हैं, we are going to get CH3, CH2, Cl plus phosphorus acid, H3PO3, right? So order of reactivity again same, 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree. Okay. The third reaction which we are going to do over here, that is by action of thionine fluoride, that is going to be SOCl2. Right? Now this reaction generally takes in presence of pyridine. So we are taking CH3, CH2OH plus SOCl2 in presence of pyridine. We are going to get CH3, CH2Cl plus SO2 plus HCl. Right? Now in this case, when we are comparing all the three types of reactions which we have done, this is one of the best methods to produce haloalkanes. The reason behind that is कि यहाँ पे this sulfur dioxide and HCl, they both are gases. ठीक है? So both they are going to escape out easily, as a result of which the separation process that may not be used while we are preparing haloalkanes by this process. ठीक है? So this is the first method which we have done from alcohols. Alcohols we हमने halogen acids के साथ किया, then we did it with PCl5, then we did it with PCl3, and then we did it with SOCl2. The second method of preparation, that is from hydrocarbons. So we have over here the second method of preparation, that is from hydrocarbons. हाइड्रोकार्बन से हम लोग सबसे पहले प्रिपेयर करेंगे from alkanes. In this case, there is a free radical substitution which is going to take place. Okay, so generally what we are doing over here, the reaction that is going to be CH4 plus Cl2 in presence of HU. This is going to give us CH3Cl plus HCl. Now this is going to be a chain reaction over here. तो ये जो CH3Cl यहाँ पे बना, ये further Cl2 के साथ react करके हमें मिथाइलिन डाइक्लोराइड दे देता है. इसलिए further react करके हमें क्लोरोफॉर्म दे देता है CHCl3, और ये further react करके हमें कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड दे देता है. So over here, this method is not a suitable method for the preparation of haloalkanes in laboratory, because we are going to get a mixture of all these products. ठीक है? हमारे पास CH3Cl भी बनेगा, CH2Cl2 भी बनेगा, CHCl3 भी बनेगा और CCl4 भी बनेगा. और इनका क्योंकि बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स बहुत ही पास होते हैं, इसलिए इनको सेपरेट करना जो है, that is going to be difficult. Now the reaction over here, as I have already told you, this is going to take place by free radical substitution mechanism. ठीक है? But still when we are doing this reaction, free radical substitution mechanism, कहीं पे ये वाला मेथड जो है वो सूटेबल रहता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कि आप लोगों को कहीं पे सॉल्वेंट की तरह यूज करना है. ओके, हमको जो हेलोअल्केन है उसको सॉल्वेंट की तरह यूज करना है. सो इफ यू यूजिंग इट एज अ सॉल्वेंट, इट इज नॉट एसेंशियल दैट वी शुड हैव अ प्योर सॉल्वेंट. So we can, even if we have a mixture of all of these, that can be used. So in that case, if you're using the haloalkane as a solvent, we can prepare carbon tetrachloride by this method, or we can prepare CH3Cl by this method. Even if there are certain amounts of rest of them present, that does not matter. ठीक है? Now when pure products they are not required, then this process that is going to be useful. Okay? Now fluorination जो होती है इसकी, we can do the chlorination, we can do the bromination, we can also do the iodination by this process, but fluorination cannot take place. Why fluorination cannot take place? The reason behind that is that the reaction is going to be highly exothermic. Fluorine has a very small bond dissociation energy. So when we're doing the order of reactivity over here for these, it is going to be fluorine which is going to be most easily reacted. फिर उसके बाद iodine. Now because of very low bond dissociation energy of fluorine, the reaction becomes highly explosive and difficult to control. So that is why we cannot do it by this, right? Now when we are doing the iodination is going to be a reversible process. Okay, so if we are doing iodination over here, in this case we are getting CH4 plus iodine to give us CH3I plus HI. As the reaction is reversible, the products they can easily react with one another to give us the reactants back. In order to avoid that, we have to immediately replace the iodine over over here or remove the iodine, which can be done by reacting it with iodic acid. ठीक है, so इसको हम HI को यहां से remove कर लेते हैं such that the reaction that does not go to the backward direction, and this can be done by reacting it with iodic acid. Is it clear? The second method which we are going to do over here, that is from alkenes. In case of alkenes, the reaction which is going to take place, that is going to be known as addition reaction, because we are going to add up something over here. ठीक है, so addition reaction में सबसे पहले हम लोग ऐड करेंगे addition of halogen acids, right? So when we are adding halogen acids over here, then what is going to be the mechanism? If this is the double bond which we have in alkene plus HX, then H that is going to add to one of the carbons and X that is going to add to the other, such that we have over here a haloalkane, right? अब यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो that the alkene that is going to be symmetrical. So in symmetrical alkenes, the process is going to be same. So if we are taking symmetrical alkenes over here, symmetrical alkenes का मतलब होता है कि on both sides of the double bond there are same number of carbon atoms which are present. Okay? अब अगर हम HBr ऐड करेंगे, तो it does not matter कि हाइड्रोजन कहाँ अटैक करता है और ब्रोमीन कहाँ अटैक करता है. It can attack on either of the two, right? So what do we have over here? We have CH3, CH, Br, CH, Br and CH3. Sorry, यहाँ पे Br नहीं आएगा, यहाँ पे H आएगा. So we have 2 bromobutane. But if in case there are unsymmetrical alkenes present, so in unsymmetrical alkenes, in case of unsymmetrical alkenes, the addition will take place according to Markovnikov's rule. Okay? So what does this rule state? Markovnikov's rule states that whenever addition of halogen acids takes place along unsymmetrical alkenes, then the negative part will go and attack at the carbon atom with lesser number of hydrogens. ठीक है? So अगर suppose हमारे पास इस तरह से है CH3, C, H, double bond CH2. So this is an unsymmetrical alkene. Double bond की एक साइड 2 कार्बन एटम है और एक साइड 1 कार्बन एटम है. Now when HBr is going to attack over here, then the bromine will attack at the carbon atom with lesser number of hydrogens. This is what M rule states. ठीक है? So the product which we are going to get over here, that is going to be 2-bromopropane. Right? So over here, although we get a mixture of both, but ये हमारा major product रहता है. This is going to be approximately 90% of this, which we are going to get over here. And the other one, 1-bromopropane, will be only 10%. Okay? फिर अगर हमारे पास एक organic peroxide है, so we say that in presence of organic peroxide, the anti-Markovnikov's rule that is going to be followed. Right? So anti-Markovnikov's rule क्या बोलते हैं? इसको हम peroxide effect भी बोलते हैं, इसको हम खराश effect भी बोलते हैं. So organic peroxide is in the presence of, say, we are taking over here benzoyl peroxide. So according to this rule, anti-McCormick's rule, in presence of a peroxide, the negative part of the halogen acid will attack at the carbon atom with greater number of hydrogens. So if you're doing the same reaction, CH3, CH, double bond CH2 or plus HBr, we are taking over here benzoyl peroxide. So what are we going to get? We will get CH3, CH, Br and CH3. Sorry. 1-bromopropane. Okay, so this is known as anti-peroxide effect. अब इन दोनों में ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? There is going to be difference in mechanism. When we talking of the McCormick's rule, in that case, the mechanism that is going to be nucleophilic substitution reaction, which is followed by formation of a carbocation. Okay, now as the 2-degree carbocation that is going to be more stable, therefore bromine goes and attacks at this carbon atom. ठीक है, और जो ये वाला होता है यहाँ पे, this reaction is going to proceed through free radical mechanism reaction. In case of free radical, the 1 degree that is going to be more stable. Therefore यहाँ पे free radical यहाँ पे ज़्यादा stable हो जाएगा, तो bromine जो है that will come and attack at this position. So this is how the difference between the two is. Clear? Next जो हमारी reaction इसमें आती है, that is addition of halogens. So this is the first one which we have done. The addition of halogen is going to give us a dihalogen derivative. Okay, so we have over here CH2 double bond CH2. This in presence of Br2, and we are using over here a solvent, organic solvent CCl4. This is going to give us vicinal dihalide. This is going to give us vicinal dihalide. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास जो थर्ड मेथड आएगा, that is bihalogen exchange. The third method which we have, that is halogen exchange. ठीक है, now in halogen exchange we are going to do certain name reactions. So this is going to be very, very important from your examination point of view. The first one which we do is Finkelstein. Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction में हम लोग NaI के साथ react करते हैं to replace bromine by iodine. The reaction that is going to take place in presence of acetone, and we heat it over here. So we are going to get CH3, CH2, I plus NaBr. So this is known as halogen exchange reaction. ठीक है, सिमिलरली आप उसके साथ भी कर सकते हो, क्लोरो के साथ भी कर सकते हो. This is what we are going to get over here. Then the second name reaction which we do over here, that is Swartz. Swartz reaction में हम फ्लोरीन के साथ substitution करते हैं. So we have over here Cl plus we can react this with Hg2F2. This is going to give us Hg2Cl2. Okay, now over here instead of Hg2F2 we can also use certain other reagents. For example, we can use COF3, we can use SBF5, and we can also use AgF. So either of the reagents they can be used. The third reaction which we have, ये halogen exchange हमारा हो गया. The fourth reaction which we are going to do over here, that is preparation from silver salts of acids. Preparation from silver salts of acids. There's another main reaction which is going to come over here, that is Borodin-Hunziker reaction. Borodin-Hunziker reaction. So इसमें हम लोग सिल्वर सॉल्ट लेते हैं. We are going to take silver acetate over here. Plus carbon dioxide. So this is how this thing is going to be, the haloalkane that is going to be formed. The reaction takes place in presence of CCl4. Now one peculiar feature of this reaction is that this is going to be a step down reaction. Step down reaction का मतलब क्या होता है, जिसमें यहाँ पे हमारे पास reactant में there are 2 number of carbon atoms, but in the product we have only 1 number of carbon atom. So इसमें आप बड़े salt से, right, या more number of carbon atoms से small number of carbon atoms के alkyl halides prepare कर सकते हो. Now the order of reaction in this case, that is going to be 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. Okay? So सबसे easily 1 degree होता है, फिर 2 degree होता है और फिर उसके बाद 3 degree होता है. So today we will do only till here, and tomorrow we will do the methods of preparation of haloarenes.